Hi friends, welcome. We were helping Jill and we were teaching her how to use her strong, respectful voice. Remember, she was having a problem with Jack. They were playing together at the water table and he was splashing her and getting her wet, and she didn't like that. So she was practicing using her assertive voice, using her big voice in a strong and respectful way to say, I don't like that. Keep me safe. Don't splash me, to Jack, so that he could do that and so that they could keep playing at the water table together. And speaking up is a safe way to solve a problem. So let's look at this story here and see if we can figure out what's happening. So if you look at the setting, where are they? It looks like they are probably at school. I can tell because I see some different art supplies that look like school art supplies and lots of things on the wall that make it look more like a school than someone's house. Looks like they're doing some painting together. They both have paint brushes, and I see they're both wearing a smock to protect their clothes. It looks like maybe they're doing some watercolor painting. And I see a boy and a girl. And the girl, her face looks pretty happy. She is smiling, and that shows me that she's feeling pretty good. This boy's face, he doesn't look like maybe he's feeling as good. He might be having some strong feelings. His eyebrows are down, squished down, and his mouth is all squished together. Usually when you see people having really tight bodies or tight faces, that usually tells you they are angry or mad, or maybe just frustrated, something that has that kind of feeling, some kind of strong feeling that is angry or mad or frustrated. So let's read the story and see what's happening here. So this boy's name is Zach, and this girl is Gina. And Zach and Gina are painting at a table. Oh, just like we thought. Before Zach starts his painting, he turns to look at something across the room. Gina reaches over and starts painting on Zach's painting. Oh, that's what happened. Now, different people might react differently to that. If you you might think that was a fun game, and you might want to play that and think that's funny. She looks like she thought that was a funny game, but he looks like he didn't like that, right? He didn't like that. And so that's fair if he's working really hard on his painting and he doesn't want someone else to paint on his painting, then that's not okay. Okay? So Zach turns back and sees that Gina has painted on his painting. Now Zach is feeling angry. Yeah, he looks like he's angry. He feels like he wants to paint on Gina's painting. Oh, would that be a good way to work out the problem? I don't think so, because maybe she would just think that's a fun game, or maybe she might get angry too. So that's not really a way to work it out. He needs to use his words to work this problem out. But before he can do that, since he is having an upset feeling, since he's having a strong feeling, he first needs to calm down. Remember, Jill did that when she was at the water table? She did it all by herself. She did stop, smile, take a deep breath, relax, and then she did some belly breathing. So he might want to do that, or he might want to do a drain where he gets his hands out tight, 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 and then whoosh. Or he might want to do a balloon and let all that air out. Or he might want to do a pretzel, or maybe he takes out his flower and his candle and he smells the flower and blows out the candle. Whatever thing he wants to do that will help him to calm down, that's the first thing he needs to do to work towards solving that problem. Okay, so then he needs to say how he's feeling and say what the problem is so she knows. She might think it's just a game, but he doesn't think it's just a game, so he needs to say how he's feeling. How is he feeling? He's feeling angry, right? So he can say, I feel angry when you paint on my picture. I don't like it. Okay, so Zach remembers that when someone is unkind or does something you don't like, he needs to say what he needs and what he wants in a strong, respectful voice. So he says to Gina, "Stop. I don't like that. I don't want you to paint on my paper. I want to paint my own picture." Okay, and remember, should we use an angry voice? "I don't like that." That makes it hard for friends to listen to our words. So we don't. That's why we calm down first, so that we're not using an angry voice. Should we use a sad voice? "I didn't like it when you painted on my picture." Again, that doesn't help that friend to listen as well as when you just use your strong, assertive voice to say how you're feeling. That friend's going to listen much better when you use your strong, assertive voice and get calm before you try to say how you're feeling. So he tells her that he wants to paint his own picture. Using words to say what you need or want in a strong, respectful voice in your big voice is a safe way to solve the problem. Okay, so if Gina is being a great friend, which I'm sure she is, then she's going to say, "Okay, I can do that. I'll just paint on my own picture." Or she could say, or if she thought it was funny, she could say, "I was just trying to be funny. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I will keep you safe." So there's lots of ways that she could answer. And if she is not feeling like a kind friend and she's making a choice that's not a good choice, then of course Zach can go tell a teacher or a grown-up that he needs some help to work out this problem, because remember, grown-ups are there to keep you safe and they can help you work out problems too. Okay, so make sure that when you have a problem, whether it's with your family or with a friend, that you make sure you calm yourself down first, and then you use your assertive voice, your big voice, to say how you're feeling and what the problem is and what you want or need. What do you want that person to do next time? Maybe they made a bad choice, but they can do something differently next time if they know what you want or you need, so that that problem doesn't happen again. It helps everyone to get along better when we use our strong, assertive voice, use our words to solve problems. All right, my friends, well, I'm so glad you came today to hear this story, and I hope to hear how you are using your big voice to solve problems, because I know you can do it. All right, my friends, see you next time. Bye.